Well, it's interesting you brought that up because I was listening to the last FOMC meeting. Jerome Powell, a slight interest rate hike, and he actually sounded pretty tamed on inflation. And I'm assuming, is that why you think the crypto markets have responded so favorably in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it seems like they're not really going to move it past 5% too hard, too broadly. So yeah, it seems like people are ready, but maybe it's a suckers rally. I don't know, but historically in the 5-year cycle, this is that part where it just kind of begins a slow grind. It just hasn't been that slow. It's
So
like
you're
medium speed.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Something definitely feels different about this cycle. Are you still on the basis of the Bitcoin halving cycle going
Yeah.
into 2024? Because
Yeah, I'm still it's big. And if you look at it, so we peaked December 2017 and then November 21. So that means, should be around October 25, maybe September. So I mean, we still got a long ways away, man. That's 2.5 years from now before we see that parabolic top
that
potentially.
that's kind of how I feel. That you'll have different relief rallies throughout this, but yes, it's going to lead to that. Now, are you concerned at all? Nothing's particularly, but any of these geopolitical concerns going on right now, is any of that concerning, or is the Bitcoin halving cycle just kind of disconnected from what's going on in the
I
world?
think it's a little disconnected. I mean, there's going to be some correlation there. If all of a sudden Russia drops a nuke, obviously Bitcoin's going to crash just like it did with COVID. But then you can see if you look at the Bitcoin March 2020 crash, it kind of shook it off.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like an aberration. If you zoom out enough, it almost like it didn't happen. I don't know if that will happen this time, but who knows what's going on with China, Ukraine, Russia, North Korea. I mean, things are getting a little hairy.
Yeah, it's a very interesting time to be alive right now. Kathy Woods has come out. I'm sure you've seen her prediction, the 2030 $1 million Bitcoin prediction. Do you think that maybe she's going to be right?
I think she's going to be wrong, man. I mean,
Ooh.
2030, this seems a little bit high. I don't even really, I'm not sure if we pass 100K in 25. We might only hit 90,
Mm-hmm.
95. Maybe we hit 200. I don't think it'd be any higher than that. So for it to go all the way up to 1 million in 7 years seems a little bit of a tall order. That's basically best case scenario. That's two bull tops from now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would mean it'd have to hit 600K this bull rally in 25, and then the next one maybe it would double from there. But that just seems nuts.
At this point, though, I'm thinking that she may know something that, the average retail doesn't know. And only thing I'm thinking, maybe it's just me being optimistic, is that some government, whether it's the United States or something, is going to say, okay, we're seeing Russia and China buy all this gold to back their, new stable coin that we know is coming, the central bank digital currency that we know is coming. Perhaps the United States government or another government says, you know what, we're going to get ahead of this and buy a lot of Bitcoin to back our dollar. Do you think that could happen in between now and
There
2030?
could be some sort of pumpamental with sovereign nations coming in. Maybe there's a lot of oil money. A lot of Middle Eastern oil money funnels into it. You get a lot of Chinese money, then you get American money. Yeah, that could pump it up to these moon math figures. I don't know if all that's going to play out in the next 7 years, though, because there's a lot of powers that be that want to fight that. And so
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him losing that battle in the next 7 years. To me, that would be like 17 years, 27 years before that battle's lost.